Well, good morning, everybody. It's time for morning manna. And let's get into the word on this morning. Got a word for you. Of course, on this morning, we are flowing in our Daniel fast, 21 days of Daniel fast. And today, we're talking about passion fruit. Passion fruit. Now, if you want the journal, you can get the journal. You can see how you can get it right on the screen, and you can go and get that journal. And today, when you get it, if you get it, you will find out that today we're on our eighth day, and today is absolute. We've been in the Daniel fast now for 7 days. We've been in it for 7 days, and today we go absolute. So, outside of this being our media for today, no media, no meat, no sweets, of course. We've been doing that for 7 days. And then only water today. So I just want to see, can you hang in there? I want to greet a couple of people on this morning. Good morning. Let me get up here and just greet a couple of people on this morning. Good morning, Erica. How are you on this morning? Brenda, how are you? Carolyn, how are you on this morning? Shadria, all the way from Pakistan, how are you on this morning? Pamela, how are you guys on this morning? Angela, how are you on this morning? Grand rising to you. Betty, how are you on this morning? Look at me. You know what, Betty? I don't know whether you're into Big Blue or not, but it seems to me that that same team that beat Michigan turned around and fell apart last night. Wasn't a real good game last night. But anyhow, good morning, Diane. Praying for your son, of course, and lifting him up. Know all is going to be well. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, Francine. How are you on this morning? Stephen, how are you guys on this morning? This morning, speak a couple of more people, and then we're going to get right into it. Shavonda, how are you on this morning? And Verena, how are you on this morning? Tally, how are you guys on this morning? Look, hey, it's all about our Daniel fast, and today, your health permitting, it's absolute liquids only today. We break that fast tomorrow morning. We break that fast tomorrow morning when we have our prayer time. Good morning, Sharon. How are you on this morning? We break the fast tomorrow morning when we have our prayer time. Now, just want to just remind you that it is really all about going deeper. It's all about going deeper this month. And that's our theme for New Life for the whole year. And the way we doing it at the beginning, of course, is the journal that you can get. Now, I just want to remind you about something here. When you get the journal, it's going to also, if you have put your email address in the chat area, going to invite you to Virtual New Life. Going to invite you to Virtual New Life. When you go to Virtual New Life, it's via the email. When you go to Virtual New Life, there's going to be deep dives with Bishop and DK. We're going to take you even further into tithing, into fasting. Where did that come from? Into fasting um, when we get to that point. So just want to remind you about that. So let's get into it. Let's get into it this morning. You know, it's always the text to talk and the takeaway. And this morning, passion fruit. If you have your journal, you already know the text. 5 minutes or less, let's share this word. Hebrews 13:15, English Standard Version. Hebrews 13:15. Through him, let us continually offer a sacrifice of praise to God. That is, watch this, the fruit of lips that acknowledge his name. Now, I won't bore you with what I've already talked about with respect to the breath from the Genesis to now and the resuscitation and how that brings about praise in response to what God is doing. Now, let's go further and talk about really God's passion fruit. The first thing from this text in 13:15 is my lips will reflect my life. My lips will reflect my life. I don't know. People have one conversation in public, but when I get at the kitchen table, I really know who you are. When I get in the privacy of saying, I don't believe that these words are going to go beyond this moment, then you really hear what that person and who that person really is. So when Hebrews 13:15 is saying that the praise to God, that is the fruit of lips, the fruit of my lips, even in private, should reflect my life and praise to God. Second thing is this: my life is a sacrifice. My life is a sacrifice. Come here, Romans 12 and 1 and following. What does it say? That you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, which is your reasonable service. That word service or worship, your reasonable service. Now, when I was growing up in Holiness Church, I'm telling you, we got that beat into us. And way it was beat into us, it was really all about talking about what you wear. That's not what he was saying at all. What he's saying is that in order to worship God in the Old Testament, you had to bring a sacrifice, a ram, a lamb, a turtle dove, or what have you. You had to bring a sacrifice. Paul is saying in Romans 12 and 1 and following that you are the sacrifice. Therefore, you are the living sacrifice, and you worship him through your life that you live. Here's the third thing: my living is purpose in motion. My living is purpose in motion. Get that. Jot that down so others can get it. My living is purpose in motion. Whenever you see me, you should see my purpose in my living, and vice versa. My purpose should come out in my living. Whatever I'm doing, you will see the purpose of that. What is the purpose? Back to the second point. My purpose is to be a living sacrifice of praise. My purpose is that my lips will reflect my life. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this: in 2 Corinthians 2:15 says this. In 2 Corinthians 2:15 says that we are aromatic. We are the fragrance unto the Lord. Therefore, the fruit of our lips is like passion fruit and a fragrance unto God. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you, give you peace. See you tomorrow morning with more morning manna, and 7:15 with prayer with First Lady and I, when we break our fast and return to the standard Daniel fast. God bless you. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. Bye now.